So, welcome to the live stream, everybody. We just had so much fun last night, and with that beautiful trade that I ended up taking down at this level down here, played out absolutely beautifully. So, yeah, I just decided to do, you know what, may as well have another DGen session here. Maybe we'll find something nice. Also, the fact that we were starting to get towards my 1 hour trend confluence, I wanted to be live just in case we get something there. Because one of my favorite things to do with this indicator is play off this trend confluence. I don't know if you guys have been following along with the Bitcoin channel there. A lot of the analysis I bring to the table is to do with these indicators, because this is one of my favorite things to look for. I'm always looking for those trend confluences. So my settings personally with the MDX ALGO 3, they are different than most people's. These are kind of my DGen settings. This is where I'm hopping into the 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute stuff like that. And there's no magical numbers or settings with these indicators, you guys. I do want to make that clear is something to consider is I always take price structure first and indicators second, basically. So if we're in an uptrend, I'm generally playing the bullish scenarios. So this is where I love to see like the 1 hour trend confluence, even the 5 minute trend confluence, stuff like that, looking for entries where basically I get signals along those levels. You know what? A good example, which it never played out to be a great trade. Well, I guess it depends how long, where your stop would have been and all that sort of stuff. But you know, one of my favorite things to play is these W's. These are reversal warnings, and specifically as they're finding support on these trend lines. So even though this one is just the 5 minute, I mean, as far as a scalp goes, a DGen scalp, I mean, there was nothing wrong with that. Indicator says to take profits when the candle closes. So obviously it's a higher leverage trade. It's a small time frame. It's a 1 minute chart. So take it for what it is. Something I got to make clear is trading the 1 minute, the 3 minute, 5 minute stuff like that does lead to DGen behavior, like over trading, over leveraging, revenge.
120x leverage.
Yeah. Over leveraging, revenge trading, all those sorts of things that can be very bad for a trader. So, I mean, trading these small time frames definitely isn't for everybody, and a lot of people should avoid it, quite honestly. But this is the best way for me to show you guys kind of how I analyze with these indicators live. So, yeah, as it stands right now, I'm loving that we're above the 1 hour trend confluence here. I actually took this position last night. I was saying I was a little bit nervous about it. I did start taking profits around these levels when the indicator was suggesting to take profits, mostly because we were coming up to that 1 hour trend confluence, because it did flip bearish quite briefly. I was also quite clear that I thought it was going to be choppy. I thought we were going to continue trending to the upside, but I had to be aware of that because quite often when I've played against this trend confluence, it has led me to get wrecked. And I was just, you know, I was cautious with it. I was leaning bullish, so I held on to a bunch of my position, but I was at least starting to take some off the table. I think I closed about a third just somewhere in here of my position, and I've just been kind of taking little bits of profit over the course of today because this position has been running absolutely beautifully. But yeah, this was basically while I was live yesterday. What was I watching here? There was a triangle I was watching, actually. Just to bring you guys up to speed here, I want to say it was something... Yeah, it was something like this. So I was actually waiting for this triangle, and since it was a 1 minute chart, I knew that it was very likely we would get it during my live stream, because we were kind of trading somewhere over here, actually. I think when I started, I can't remember exactly, but somewhere over here. And I said I wasn't going to consider this triangle valid until it got a third rejection, which you can see that we got it right over here. And then I was going to wait for the breakout. But then as I was streaming, we got a beautiful little double or triple bottom along this 5-minute trend confluence on the 1-minute chart with a couple of reversal warnings along it. So I decided, you know what, like with a stop loss just kind of below the triangle, why not? It's potential for a much bigger move. I would at least make it to this 1 hour trend confluence is kind of what I was figuring. So yeah, played that, turned out absolutely beautifully. So it was cool that caught that on stream last night. So now we're just gonna kind of do the same thing. So this is, just bear with me because this is going to be a little bit of freestyle, and we're going to check out some structure here. Going to map out some random trend lines and see what we can find, because like I said, I don't really consider trend lines all too valid until we get 3 touch points on them. Ideally, they would be very evenly spaced out as well, which is something I don't like about if we get a 3rd touch point here, but we're just going to see how it looks at the time. Let's just make another trend line, something like, actually, that's funny. That's actually quite a nice, again, the spacing isn't perfect. What do we have here? Yeah, I don't know. That one's not perfect. It is a little bit messy, but there is definitely potential there for a little bit of a triangle. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm going to adjust that a little bit. Let's find a new trend line. I don't like how messy this was, even though that is a perfect retest. What are the indicators looking like? We do have that 5-minute support. Got a bearish divergence here. The oscillator 5 has oscillator 4 rather has a bearish divergence here. The RSI has, yeah, that was a pretty nasty bearish divergence there. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to add to my position quite yet. I do want to add to my position, but I don't want to do it too early, just because I don't want to ruin such a nice position. It's so stress-free right now, because, I mean, it's no secret that the whole 30 to 32,000 US dollars is definitely a strong resistance zone. So I am extremely bullish, but I'm cautious about it right now just because we are trading at resistance on a bigger time frame, obviously. But that's why it's nice to be in a stress-free position right now. You know, I've locked in good profits on this position, but I would love to beef it up again, and I can do that without really adding any risk. I could eat into my profits a little bit, but I can't lose on this position now, which is nice. So ideally, I would love to see us get back to this 1 hour trend confluence and get some kind of a W along it. I don't know if we're going to get it. We might find support just because the 5-minute is green above the 1 hour being green. But let's see what happens. Let's watch the chart a little bit. I'm just going to randomly map out lines and stuff as I see them. Yeah, like I said, this one was messy. I don't really like it. Let's see if we can find another one. That's an interesting trend line. And the start of the support and the resistance line up a lot closer. I just want to take these off for a minute. Yeah, that's an interesting little pattern coiling up. If we can get a candle, even though this is just the 1 minute, if we could get a candle closing above this resistance, just because we've got 3 touch points now, I'd be interested in adding to my position a little bit. Ideally, I still want to get to that hour trend confluence and add a little bit lower, but I would consider adding a little bit to my position up here. I just don't want to bring my average entry up too much. Speaking of that, actually, I do have to update where I have that blue dotted line, because I did add to my position at one point earlier this morning. So I did actually drag my average up a little bit. Let me just find out where it was. I think it was like 988. Definitely 29.9. What does it say here? Yep, 88. So that's currently where my average entry is sitting. The old 69X. Hey, Nicholas, you get it. I don't hear you. I see you talking. But I don't hear you.
There we go. I forgot what button I had to hit. I even bought a new laptop, a Surface Pro off of Buddy. It's
there you
missing
go.
the bottom keyboard. It's missing the bottom keyboard, but it's got a camera and a mic.
Nice. Perfect. Oh, look at that. We're getting a little W along the support of this triangle, hey? I want to see how this candle closes. I might add a little bit to my position. Not much. Like I said, I don't want to bring my average entry up too much. But that's interesting. I'm going to add a little bit.
Are you sitting here just going to degen on the 1 minute for all night?
Oh, well, I don't know about all night, but at least, I don't know. I want to see what happens here. Just because we're trading close to the 1 hour trend there. I kind of want to sit here and be degenning here.
You're just waiting for a huge spike that just takes it off the screen.
Absolutely. What did I change? Oh, I did change my entry. 0.75. See, so even though I added to my position, I beefed it up a little bit. I brought my average entry up just a little bit so I can still have it well below my stop loss, well below this hourly trend. I'm going to bump up my stop loss to break even. Because like I said, I took some good profits on this position already. Last night during the stream. Yeah, what can we look for as... Yeah. Yeah, so far. Like I said, I love those W's along those trends. And realistically, like, if this was a larger time frame right now, it would probably be worth starting to take profits. But the fact that that just blasted us through this triangle, I'm curious to see where we go here. If we drop back down below this triangle, I think it's very likely we retest this. I'd be a little nervous, actually. That would look pretty bad if it just drops right back down below. But I'm guessing we're going to test this line here. Just a guess.
I can see it growing on the 5 minute pretty fast.
Yeah? What are you looking at here? Macro time frames or what? Frickin' 5 minute.
I always have my main screen on the 5. One of my secondary big screens is on the 1 hour with the automate up there. And then I always have the 4 hours. So I got the 5, 1, and 4.
Oh, nice. What was I gonna remove here? I'm gonna remove these two just because one's covering up another signal here, and I think that's another W. Yeah. It hasn't closed yet. Well, yeah, it looks like it's gonna close. I don't know though. Basically, when these W's happen, I do take them pretty serious generally. However, if you ever notice that you start closing candles above these, look how perfectly we're respecting that triangle. Beautiful. But yeah, so like right now, for example, if the market doesn't give a shit about this reversal warning and we close above this level, I mean, I think that's just showing serious strength from the bulls. But already, I love not only so. Take a look at this trend line. So this is where the indicators can be very useful as far as spotting important trend lines. I mean, there's no arguing it. We have these 3 very nice touch points. I guess I have to adjust it just very slightly. Kind of something like that. But even along this trend line, the indicator is giving us signals at those levels. Like here we have a TP from a short, here we have a reversal warning along that support, here we have another reversal warning along that support. That's what I love to see, to confirm a trend line, basically. I love when the indicator agrees with what I'm seeing, and this is something that I just kind of noticed happening yesterday on triangles patterns that we were watching, that we were getting those W's right where we would end up testing the trend line. So it was just kind of confirming that, hey, this triangle resistance has 3 touch points along it. And every time there was the indicator telling us that there was a reversal warning there, just a very significant, even though it's just the 1 minute, obviously, keep that in mind. But any chart, you look at them the same, they do the same shit. It's just so great when you can see these indicators agreeing with what you're seeing. And that's where I say, like, it's still important to do back testing, find out what works for you, because everyone trades different, you guys. There's not some secret number that in the settings that's going to work 100% of the time or anything like that. Like, I still do my own analysis and use signals and some of the features with the indicators to see if it's agreeing with what I'm looking at, basically. And the reason I don't have the long and short signals up there, I have made some great trades using those in the past, but I also found that they cause me a little bit of FOMO. And Art of War, know your enemy. I am my own enemy by far, and I get FOMO. So I just don't need those extra signals trying to throw me off, I guess. I like to pick my own entries. But something to be said with that, with the trade feature, the trade setup. Let's see if that's saying anything right now. One thing I love to use this trade setup feature for is take profits. So this actually just figured to take a long entry, actually. Stop loss just below the triangle too. So this is one of those things where I'm just looking at this indicator for confluence, and it's basically agreeing with what I'm seeing. The stop is tighter than I'm obviously going, just because I'm already in such a comfortable position. I really don't want to lose it if I can help myself. If I was in a new trade, I would definitely be looking at a stop loss basically where this is saying. I would just give it a little extra just because, to play it safe. But yeah, like I mentioned, I'm still interested in playing this 1 hour trend confluence if we get some strong support there, so I'm not bumping up my stop loss.
Hey, Stu.
Howdy.
Hi, how are you? My name's David. I'm new to the group.
Oh, welcome, David. I did notice you in last night too.
Yeah, no, I'm loving it. I actually utilize this on the 1 minute training the indices, more of the NAS 100.
Oh, yeah.
But last night I noticed you were using the Elliott wave patterns, and I was wondering, are you using the Trading View Elliott wave pattern indicator for that?
That was when me and Stock Poker were talking about it, hey?
Correct. Because I utilize that myself, and I find it pretty accurate.
Where was that? That was here. I have decided that I'm gonna start using it a little bit more. I still don't know, like, I haven't perfected it yet. So, and there's so many different ways to trade it, and yeah, it's funny. Like, I didn't even know about this pattern, basically. Well, not the triangle, obviously. I did know about the triangles, but yeah, until Buddy last night was telling me, oh, that's actually a pattern. So I am definitely going to have to Google those images, because I was looking at a couple today and I was like, yeah, I draw those all the time, but it's interesting. It actually shows where I should be taking profits on those, which makes me very interested to try it.
Yeah. I don't know. Are you using TradingView Premium?
Yes, I believe so.
If you go to indicators and you type in Elliott wave pattern, it should be, I can't see because I'm on my cell phone, but it'll be the Elliott wave, and it'll be the it'll say updated, but it's the Elliott wave pattern, and it actually prints the valid Elliott waves, if there is a valid one on whatever time frame you're on. It gives you the next move.
I think Stock Poker was telling me about that the one day too. Yeah,
Yeah, just put in.
I'm not
I can't
seeing
see if
it
you're
though,
typing in
unless it's
Elliott wave.
what's that?
Just do Elliott wave. Yeah, I don't see it.
It might have just been Elliot.
Yeah, try Elliott.
Yeah.
There it is. I think it's that one that says updated. Yeah. Oh yeah, you have to have
Oh,
the
that's fine. I
yeah,
can
you gotta have the premium. Okay.
get rid of the couple things here. Yeah, I don't even know which what the oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought I did.
The
Oh.
nice thing about that is like if you're see how you're at the top, if there's a valid Elliott wave coming down, it'll actually put a dotted line of that next leg, and that
Yeah.
next leg is a Fibonacci level.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, it's a really nice tool. I
Um
thought that's what you guys were. I saw that last night. Maybe it was the other gentleman's screen that had it, but
yeah, well, no, that's interesting though cuz I know I have had that on. I wonder I think I got a new credit
they
card
they
and I
they
probably
changed it.
didn't get
Yeah, I
I
used to have it too. They changed it to where you gotta
Oh,
pay up to get it now.
okay. Yeah, I'm not even sure what plan I'm on. I know I pay for Trading View, but I don't know which plan I'm on. I should look into
Right.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. Me too. All right.
I sh-
Thank you.
yeah, you bet. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know the exact one you're talking about because the guy that we were talking with last night, he's the one who pointed it out to me. I'm gonna say like a month ago, and he said that yeah, it was actually made by TradingView, so it's actually quite an accurate one. It's not some random Joe off the street just making an indicator.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's extremely accurate. It's unbelievable, and it works like a it works flawlessly with the MDX indicators as well, especially for like the supply and demand zones. You'll find that the legs are landing right in those same zones as well.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I should bring those up for a minute here. And I think this has it backwards if I'm not mistaken. Or wait. Oh, no, I have it backwards. Ha. Oh, you see a lot of them on the 1 minute. A lot of support. As far as the 1 minute goes, look how much support there is versus resistance on a short time frame like this. Yeah, something I was talking about last night as well. Sometimes when you have these trade setups open, you'll see that the price after it enters, you'll see the price drop down to so close to the stop loss, and you'll just see candles getting flat bottoms, or they'll just start closing around this level but not quite breaking the stop. And sometimes that's an opportunity where I will just take a YOLO position because the stop loss is so tight, like just have a stop slightly below this one. And rather than a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio, you have more like a 1 to 10. So that's something to consider as far as a strategy with this indicator, with this feature. I have seen this thing make some beautiful calls with this. But obviously, just like any indicator, it's not perfect. You still want it to line up with your own analysis. But yeah, when you can get really close to that stop loss, it's crazy how good the risk reward ends up being. Yeah, look how accurately that triangle's being respected. Boom. Like I said, we were going to hit this. Well, we broke past that. I guess that trend line is fucking garbage. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I might have to take a little more profits, fellas. Oh yeah, we're over 110% now.
Oh, really nice move.
Yeah, I am closing a quarter of my remaining position.
Look at it go.
140. I better share this in the.
Look at it go, buddy. Look at it go. That's what
I
you're
gotta
waiting
share
for.
this in the fucking.
I'm surprised it's not green on there. Oh, come on. I want it to be green, though. Boosters
fuck
lights.
yeah. What's it at now? 150. Yeah, I'm gonna close a sixth of what I have left. Oh, fuck yeah. Beauty. Well, that timed out pretty good with you guys here with me. This is exactly what I was saying I would wanted to happen. Perfect.
What was your leverage on this one?
69x naturally. I posted it in the Bitcoin channel. Man, that triangle played out beautifully, like easily a measured move. At this point, I mean, now I don't know exactly what's going to happen. We're kind of in no man's land again here. I hate to say it, but guys, I gotta fucking zoom out. We gotta hop over to the 5 minute. I feel dirty. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You know what? Something I don't like about this actually is we only have 2 touch points there before breaking out. I much prefer a third touch point before breaking out. This is where I consider the possibilities of a fake out or a failed break a little more so when this happens. But I mean, we'll have to see. If it holds as support after this close, then so be it. But yeah, as it stands right now, I don't want to... Oh. Well, I mean... Fucking perfect. Look at that beautiful call with the indicator, too. Osato is back. You're driving. Well, you're missing out. Had a beautiful play again. Indicators and triangles for the win. Yeah, we may as well just see what... I guess I'll zoom out a little more, I guess. Do we go to a realistic time frame? That sounds boring. Oh, look at that. If we get a 4-hour candle close above this... Oh, that's over 3 hours away. Yeah, 4-hour close above that, I'd be tempted to add to my position, but... in 3 hours, that thing could really climb, and I don't want to add at a ridiculous level. But, well, at this point, this is a beautiful trade. I'm just going to let her run for a while.
He's pumped up, too, during that. He's 21-2.
Nice. What's the dashboard saying? Yeah, see, and guys, this is something to consider too, is retail is still short. People still are desperately trying to short this trend because they think that we're overextended, and I've been saying this for like a month. I don't think we're overextended at all. And I know I say this every video lately, but if this was any other time frame chart, you would think this is totally normal price action. But the fact that it's a weekly and then you zoom into shorter time frames, it feels ridiculous. But on a longer time frame, this is just natural price action. Like, I know it sounds ridiculous, and I've been laughed at many times for how much I talk about thinking that we're going to 48K. But that would just be a basic, as far as technicals go, you're just testing a basic structure level. And like I was saying last night, beautiful Fibonacci level, the 618, the same one that gets rejected or respected basically every bear market rally. Like that was a 40% pullback. And yeah, basically when I'm going to get my astronaut suit on is basically when we close above that 618 level on a weekly chart. Because you can see that generally speaking, our bear market rallies get topped out there. But as soon as we get a weekly close above that level, that's where it seems that the market goes absolutely parabolic. I don't think that's going to happen yet. I personally think that this is where that bull trap is going to be. Everyone's been calling for a bull trap since back here. I think it's going to actually be up here. Obviously, anything can happen between now and then. That's the thing with longer time frames is anything can happen. There could be a black swan event that really fucks things up really quickly. But this just reminds me so much of when we were just about to break this 6K obvious support resistance flip on a macro time frame, just like we're trading at now. Same time of the year on the 4-year cycle. Tops are generally 4 years apart. Bottoms are generally 4 years apart. This break is exactly 4 years apart from back here. I mean, there's like, I'm not a time analysis guy normally, but that's just something I noticed the other day, that everything with Bitcoin just seems to happen in 4-year cycles, and it's always been that way. And just the fact that I feel the exact same, well, back here I got wrecked on a short back here. I was in the market from here. I learned some valuable lessons on the way down. I thought this would have been an obvious support resistance flip, easy rejection point for a beautiful short. Never happened, and I'm just getting the same vibes right now. Social media feels the same. The structure feels the same. We did break this lower high structure, so the structure of this chart has completely changed in the last month or so. Well, since this trade setup played out, I'm going to remove it just because it probably won't go again for a while. And I just want to have a clean chart. Gonna say that's just a little level to watch on the very short time frame here. I'm not really considering this a high or low yet, and my reasoning for that is I want to see, right now I'm considering this the high, and I want to see us break that, create a higher high. At that point I would consider this a confirmed higher low. So as it stands right now, I'm still not considering this a higher low, but I am interested in watching that level. Right now, really, the higher low is still way down here. So, I mean, we could definitely, since this is just the 1 minute, I mean, we could absolutely just give her one of those. But that's why we lock in profits on the way. Stress-free. I really thought I was going to get an additional entry down at this 1 hour trend, but I'm glad I added a little bit right there. That was beautiful. Just catching up in the Bitcoin chat as well. Few people in some nice trades.
I've been updating my ledger. I went through and staked a couple of my coins with it, you know,
Oh, nice.
readjusted it. Yeah, so I've been sitting here tending my ledger.
Nice, nice. I bought a little more Palm last night. It does look like it kind of failed the breakout I was looking for. Yeah, that's unfortunate. That daily candle sucks. That's a bit of a failed break in my opinion. But either way, this coin is still, I think it's like a $3 million market cap or something like that, and it really does look like it's just getting ready to break out of a very large triangle. And I mean, you guys just saw what happened on the 1 minute. I would love to see that happen on a way bigger one on a daily. I've been in Palm since Max first talked about it when he was basically telling people to get in for the pre-sale. I think it was like 1.7 cents we got in at the pre-sale.
I'm using a lot of my extra funds right now to load up on some Tesla.
Oh, nice. Nice. Probably, well, yeah, never a bad idea to bet with that man. Whether you like him or hate him, the guy loves to make money and he's good at it. I would never bet against him.
I'm buying like $30 a week, just dollar costing in.
Nice. I think that I saw there's a few DEX exchanges. I think Swarm was one of them that was going to have stock trading on it or something like that. I wonder if they're going to have Tesla. I thought MDX had mentioned something about that with his DEX that's going to be launching soon too. I don't know the exact dates, but that'll be interesting. It's sweet to know, like, lately I've actually been getting emails from random exchanges that I've made accounts on and forgot about and stuff like that. Just random emails saying that, hey, in your area we're not going to be able to provide our service anymore, so basically get your shit off our shit. And that kind of worries me that it's probably only a matter of time until our government says no more Bybit here, or Bybit, bends over for Canadian rules or whatever. And then it's going to be a lot harder to leverage trade. So it's sweet that there's now decentralized exchanges where you're starting to be able to do it, and then you can just do it right off your MetaMask. So that's going to be exciting. I love that that's the direction we're heading.
I've left 0.01 Bitcoin and 0.01 Ethereum in every exchange I've ever used longed. Just long it, no leverage. 0.01. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, nice.
Keep the exchange alive. I get stupid emails, but I ignore them. It still exists.
Yeah, just see what happens, hey? Not a bad idea. Oh, still trying to find support at that level. Told you guys, up only.
It's bouncing off the top of 1 hour charts level.
Holy shit. Why did this move itself? Something happened in my favorites and my crosshair thing moved, and it's really throwing me off. I'm scared of change. Man, that's just looking like another bull flag breakout.
You got 8 minutes till the candle closes.
Yeah. Something like that. Look at those beautiful little triangles. Could even see him on the 1 hour.
Like little fishes swimming in the ocean.
Right? Just ready to bite on a nibble on a little hook and then get yanked to the upside. That's the new our new chart pattern. The fish hook. Or the just do it. Just stew it. Yeah, I want to at least stream until this candle closes. I mean, I'll hop back into the 1 minute right away, of course. But yeah, I want to see how this closes. Again, the one thing making me nervous about this is just that we don't have those 3 perfect touch points. I mean, it is nice that like a candle close would still be technically you're setting a higher high. So at that point, this would then be your higher low. Because basically we'd have our high. I'm not going to consider this a higher high because it's basically bang on. And it never did close above this level either. So if we get the close above here, this will be our higher high. Here's our lowest point between the two. Thus being our higher low. Confirmed higher low. So obviously I still could get stopped out of my position in that case because we could come back down and test all the way back down here, but then this is where I would be looking to find support. If we got some kind of a failed break or a W form there or a double bottom, bullish divergence, anything like that, I would consider longing the shit out of that level. But who am I kidding? I'm never going to look at a fucking 1 hour chart. Fishhook? Just kidding. That's really starting to overanalyze a 1 minute chart. Something else I should mention, if you guys are in this group and you're new to it, you might not know about this. I didn't know about it for months. There is this basically a fantasy portfolio league. You can see Nicholas is in here. I'm in here. There's a bunch of the boys in here. Yeah, this is basically free on the MDX ALGO dashboard, but you can win actual prizes. So he pays these out in Bitcoin. Totally free to enter. And you basically just pick every week and every month. There is a legend board, and you can make some money there. Make some money off having these indicators. So just wanted to bring that to your attention because I never knew about it at first for a good while. How much longer for the hourly? Tempted to go take some performance enhancing drugs and coming back to the chart and seeing where we're at in about 5 minutes. I also need a drink of water. A few things. Alright, Legends, I'm going to go grab a drink of water and grab a snack and a couple things. I want to see where this chart is at in a few minutes.
You're going to your murder shed, don't lie.
I am not, actually. I'm going to do those activities, but outside. No, I'm actually staying at a buddy's house for a few weeks. I'm on the road right now. And yeah, just my routine's a little different right now. I'm just doing this little 3 or 4 week work contract randomly out of town that I got asked to do. So I said, why not? So yeah, I am not at home, but I am going to go and take part in those activities, grab a snack and a drink, and we'll see where we're at. We're going to get this close in about 2 minutes. So yeah, I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Let's see where we're at. Maybe get some kind of a nice retest off here on a 1 minute chart and get some kind of a support blast there. May have to add to this degen long. Back in a couple minutes.
I bet you it spikes right on up in the next minute at the next candle close. Look at it grow. Yay!
All right, I'm back, fellow degens. Oh yeah, look at that beautiful price action. Nice close. I still feel like we might test back down lower.
It seems to do well when you go away. Go away.
Well, it's screaming to take some profits. I feel like we have to test down back lower before this hourly actually breaks out, but I've been wrong once. Well, Sato, when are you gonna be home? When are you hopping on? Was that you saying we should start voice chats more often and just degen with a group? Someone was saying that.
Hey, I bought a laptop just so we can do it, and I got my only camera in my house right now.
Nice. I was gonna comment, your sound quality is significantly better than it was with that other headset you had. That thing, the volume was all over the place.
This is a broken Microsoft Surface Book Pro. This is supposed to be like a $5,000 touchscreen laptop, but somebody broke the keyboard with the majority of the cool shit in it. So I just have the big ass tablet of it.
Oh, perfect. Good enough.
Dude, this little tablet to me is running 4 fucking monitors with its power supply right now. Like, it's amazing. I'm gonna post a picture of what this fucking little tablet thing is doing.
What a time to be alive, hey? It's fucking snowing outside again. I just stepped outside. It was, well, it was about 25 degrees Celsius a couple days ago. I guess if you're on Fahrenheit, that would probably be, what, like 75-ish? So, like, I don't know, it was decently warm, and now it's fucking snowing. Classic.
Check the pic I just put in General Bantz. This little tiny tablet in the corner on my desk is running all 4 screens and video streaming me at the same time. Like, I wish I had this as a regular laptop. That shit would have been beast.
Sorry, which one's running it all? The one like in the right in the middle corner there, that little one?
Yeah, the tiniest thing sitting on a little cool picture frame.
Yeah, yeah, nice. Fuck, yeah, decent.
All because of its power supply had 4 display outs.
Yeah. Well, fuck, it seems like it's working pretty good.
I sold all my HNT. Go to that chart and look if you want. That shit crashed on down, and now in the past like 2-3 days, it's up 20% or 30%.
What was it?
HNT, helium, HNT.
This one?
Yes.
Oh man, that looks bullish as hell.
Hey, keep on going out to where it's $27.
Just a sec. This is on the...
I've mined this since day one. I made $140-some thousand off of mining this shit.
Oh, fuck yeah. That is, that would be an interesting thing to get into. If we get, like, a third touch point here, once again, a bit of a rejection, come back, break above. Ooh, that could be a juicy move.
That one's all-time high is like $30-40.
Oh, what would have the most price action on it? What chart? Binance?
Yeah, Binance was one of the first and big ones, but I think they just pulled it off.
Oh, yeah, that looks weird.
Yeah, they're going through some major upgrades, and like they fell short from like $50 on down to $1.25. I saw it's that blue with the circle thing. Any of them with that blue and that circle, yeah, that's their.
Would this... Oh. Yeah, back here it would have been at $41 basically.
Yeah, dude, it got like $30 to $50 easily. I think KuCoin would have some long record of it too.
Ooh, yeah, KuCoin
like,
loves degen coins.
Yeah, I think KuCoin was the first place.
$64.
Like all the way up. That's when I started dumping. I dumped.
Nice. Man, that was oh, good for you, man. That's great.
I mined $140,000 worth of that shit off of two $500 miners.
Yeah. Fuck, that's insane, man. I think this is looking like it's gonna have a crazy breakout. Nice support there. 4 of those little bottom triangles overextended this way. There's now a demand zone that actually printed.
There is a huge community that owns miners that hodl the shit out of it. So like a lot of the coins have ended up in some hardcore people's hands that have held and held and held and held.
Yeah. I mean, there's some big moves to be made there. Even to retest some serious structure, you're looking at like 90% almost.
I think I have an HNT miner just sitting on my steps going up to my bar actually at this very moment. Hold on. Can you see this little black thing right here? This is an HNT miner, and it just hums along with no power really used and makes tons of money, or it did. I still have 6 of them running.
Nice. Fuck, that's sweet. If I ever get into mining, I'm gonna have to... You're gonna be my guy.
You should be heating your house with mining up there in the frozen north.
Man, that is a very true statement right there.
I will let you know that an ASIC miner, even though it screams very, very loud, it produces a constant 88 degrees worth of temperature no matter what outside temperature it's in.
That's something I should start considering in the winter. It would basically break even, right? The electrician or the
Yeah,
electricity bill would balance out with the heating bill, so I could throw that in the
yeah,
basement.
pretty
Heat
much, but
rises.
you'll just get coin instead of burning electricity into heat. You'll actually get coin for burning electricity into heat.
Exactly. You're good. Oh, Sato. FOMO'd in, did ya? What are we at? Oh, basically right where we're at. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I mean, that hourly candle, I do see a reason why we could come back and retest a little bit lower, but I mean, really, as long as we kind of stay above this. On this kind of swing up, I would yeah, as far as the hourly chart, I'd be looking at this as our higher low, as far as just this swing goes. Like I said, I think the actual higher low is this level here, but just as far as this immediate swing goes, I'd be targeting this level down here. So as long as we stay above, well, I guess that is quite a ways away because we have been quite volatile, but anywhere above 30.2, I think we're bullish. Just gonna, I mean, I'm just gonna delete that line. I just don't like the look of it. This is me playing 100% total bias, by the way. But that was really just overanalyzing a 1 minute chart, so I'm just kind of playing this little range here. I shouldn't say playing, I'm already in that position. What is it at here? 162% currently. A mixture of last night's position and today's position. Both taken in the live stream with you guys. Super sweet. Sweet stuff. And yeah, if anybody watching this later, hopefully, even though you won't be seeing it live, hopefully you are able to kind of see how I was able to use the indicators along with my own analysis just to kind of help me make a decision to add to my position. I love these indicators. For one, I just love the look of them. Those colors are epic. And yeah, basically the RSI is the only other indicator I've ever used. I know I shouldn't even admit this, but I never look at trade volume or anything because I think you can misanalyze that as well. Obviously, yes, it's great to have good volume behind a move, but like I remember last market cycle shifted because there was that lack of volume, and that's basically when retail was able to start pushing the price extremely high. So low volume on these pumps isn't necessarily a bad thing. In my opinion, I think that it just means that there's even less selling pressure. So at the end of the day, it's all supply and demand. If there's no sellers, there's still more buyers than sellers. So until that changes, then we'll just keep playing the momentum, playing the trend. If you're going to play a reversal, you only get one shot. If you play the trend, you can play it until it stops working. So There's some random coins to watch. Should be on KuCoin. Yeah, here we go. Ultra. I know MDX is always talking about this one. This is a daily chart. I wonder if we'd see anything on the 4 hour. Yeah, I mean, we did break that trend line. Again, never had 3 perfect touch points before breaking out, so that is something to consider, but definitely could be some kind of a falling wedge breakout there. And this is the 4 hour, getting that reversal warning right at this support level here, this demand zone that it printed out. So maybe that breakout is going to be valid. I did pick up some Ultra. I believe it's April 25th they have their gaming platform launching. So I just wanted to get familiar with their app and get some transferred over there and hope that I get some kind of an airdrop or something. I haven't been following along, but that would just be cool. So, yeah, gonna see how that one goes. I know I was already looking at this, but yeah, I don't like that rejection. That's right along my trend line. Palm, you're not supposed to be doing this. Either way, this might be our 3rd rejection. If we can break above that level and flip it into support now, that might be quite a juicy play. We'll have to see, though. Hasn't broken out yet properly, I guess. Guys, I have been streaming for about an hour and 20 minutes. I think I'm going to wrap up at least the recording. I'll still hang out and keep the chart open if you guys want or anything like that. Just chill and chat. But just because these do take forever to upload when they get too long, I just want to get this posted and shared tonight. So with that, anyone who isn't here with me live, this is what you're missing out if you're not in the MDX Algo community. I do have a referral link down below that gives you these indicators that I use, as well as access into the private Discord, which is just an absolutely amazing community to be a part of. But with that, I'm out. Stay safe, my friends. If you appreciated this video, please give me that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. With that, I'm out. Stay safe. Peace.